with an Isery though. You feel me? Nah.
Nah.
They're gonna be checking. Nigga, but why I keep fucking up? Fucking bitch. Man, what's good? Y'all tapping in the Moguls with B. Right here, we dropped the Moguls game, man, part 2. Man, before we start this part 2, man, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, leave a comment. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, go back, watch part 1, and you know the rest, man. We right here with J Stu, man, Livewire. Yeah, man, go ahead, let the people know a little bit about how you got into music, man.
All right, well, it all started when I was honestly in kindergarten, like, you know,
that really?
Swear to God. But I mean, not with Livewire, obviously. But,
No, yeah.
But yeah, man, I knew it from kindergarten, bro, right off the gate. Like, I loved R&B. Like, love that shit. Like, I didn't have a pops, so R&B was my pops. Like, all the shit these niggas was talking about, like, I gravitated towards what I gravitated towards. So, you know, like, all that shit from a young age, you know. And mind you, like I told you, I was an 7, 8-year-old with, like, the adult mentality.
Yeah.
Like, all these songs, boy, I'm like,
well, what songs were they?
I was, like, just,
or artists?
Jodeci, a lot of their music, Genuine's music.
Yeah.
You know, obviously a lot of the more baby making music, you know.
What about Key Sweat?
Oh, of course, Key.
I gotta make sure,
Come on.
Yeah.
And, you know, shit like that. But that's when I knew, because I would be in class and I'll be singing. And the teacher would just let me sing. So I'll do my thing. And there was another dude in class too. He started chiming in, trying to sing songs with me too. So that was kind of cool. But I mean, that's when I knew for sure. That's when it like sparked. But the thing is, I wasn't doing R&B for hella years. Actually, with all the shit I was going through, that was one of the things I knew I could sing at a young age. I just held it dear to me because I was like, yeah, bro, that's one thing I don't want to be taken from me, like everything else was. You know, with the whole foster homes and all the other shit. But yeah, that was just one of the things. So what I ended up doing was going to rap because I felt like, and I was in middle school, about 7th grade is when I really took it serious.
Yeah.
6th grade, I was trying, you know, I was trying to write shit. It sounded goofy. It was some old cat in the hat bullshit, you know. But 7th grade, I started holding my shit a little more. I would say by like my freshman year, sophomore year, I started doing shit like, I had an MP3 player, and on the old MP3 player, you used to be able to, you know, record shit. So I had a PlayStation, and I would go on YouTube, bring up a beat, and then boom, play the beat. Or actually, no, even before that, my bad. I had a PS2, and I had something called Music Maker.
Right.
And you used to be able to make your beats and everything on there from scratch. So I was already making beats. That's kind of where I started with it too. Was making actual beats on there, like real full spreads from scratch. And I would loop them and just have them playing for like 5 to 8 minutes. And I would just do freestyles, recording myself.
Rapping, right?
Yeah. And then the next level was going to YouTube and doing people's beats already and just rapping on that shit. So that's where I went with it. until about 21. Well, no, like I went up to about 18 and 19. I was doing rap. Stopped doing it, got discouraged for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then like 21, I ended up coming back to it, taking it serious, but on my terms.
Yeah.
Excuse me, let me get something to drink real quick.
It's all good. So, in between all that, you know, rapping for all those years, you were just messing around and like singing on the side, like on your own time?
I didn't sing for, the thing about it was I was just singing to myself, like in the shower type shit. You know, if I wasn't in the shower, like you had to just be hella comfortable around me. Like I had to be comfortable with you. And then like I'll hear something, kind of start singing to it.
Right.
Until I just couldn't shut the fuck up. And I just kept singing all the time, you feel me? So,
at what age did you start making that merge into like
R&B?
You know, R&B and really like, you know,
21.
Taking it serious. Yeah, 21.
Like 21, 22, yeah. Honestly, I just, that's what I said. I sat at the table every day for fucking 4 to 8 hours after work. Like, you know, I do my job, get off, go straight home, and would just grind. I was like, fuck it, like, you know, I can either be, cause I was half-assed doing shit. You know, I had street shit going on, personal shit going on, music shit going on.
Right.
And I was like, well, you need to put your energy more into one of these things.
Yeah.
And I chose, at this time in my life, I said, cause that's where I decided to stop rapping. I was doing gangster rap. I said, all right, I'm gonna stop doing this and do just this. And then it was
gangster
R&B.
rap made me do it.
So yeah. You know.
So that's what really encouraged you. You just got tired of the rap and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go on the R&B.
I mean, in a sense, yes. But like, I knew I could sing forever, but I felt like I wasn't giving it my all. And I don't know if it was just the way God had it set up or what in my head mentally, but I was like, if I stuck to my raps was getting saucy.
Yeah.
But when I would try to incorporate R&B, it was like my R&B was But when I started focusing on songs where I did all R&B, then my R&B started getting better, my rap was whatever.
Yeah.
So like, that's what it was at the time, was I couldn't balance both. I didn't have it mentally. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was straddling the fence on that shit. So basically, I just made a decision like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this R&B shit. And the crazy part is, this is the crazy part. When I stopped doing rap, and the real reason why I stopped doing rap was I started seeing people with zero talent getting on, making millions of dollars. That's just lightweight discouraging. You feel me? Especially when you know you better than these niggas, you busting your ass, you doing this.
Yeah.
So I stopped doing that. I chose the hard lane, R&B. I feel like R&B is like, it's a real hard lane to get into, but once you in it, you in it.
Yeah.
It ain't like hip hop. Hip hop, you can be hot for a little bit, or you can be the motherfucking frying pan. You feel me? You can be the mother shit that you can heat up whenever.
Yeah. What year was all this going on when you started jumping into the R&B?
I think I was 20. I was about 23 when I took it the most serious, and then I put out.
It was like 2015 or.
It's had to be. Let me see where we at right now.
22.
Probably like 15, 16.
Oh, okay.
I ended up basically. That's what I did. I ended up making them songs. I made an R&B song. And then I capitalized, made another one called Let Me Be. That I put my cousin on, Sadie Ball, shout out him. And, you know, we ended up going to that show. I wasn't even doing R&B that long. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, I wasn't making my songs as long. I was probably doing it about a year.
Yeah.
And that's nothing compared to doing the rap for my whole life. I've been singing forever though, but the rap was from like 6th, 7th grade up. Yeah. So, like, it was crazy because I went and did the show. And that was actually my first time ever doing R&B for anybody in public. Right. And Stalin happened to be there. And then boom, that night.
What's the back end on that? Like, you know, besides the boom part, you know what I mean? Like, what's the back end on Stalin be there? And
well, the crazy part is this, like, you want to know the whole gist of the story, like how it lit up?
Yeah, it could be the whole thing.
All right, I got you. Check this out. I got you. All right, so look, I used to go to the Livewire barbershop. Okay. Because I knew an artist by the name of Define, and he also cut hair and shit. He's pretty saucy. Shout out him. And then I had my other brother there, Cam. He's the other saucy ass barber. Shout out him. And you know, I used to go in and get my shit cut by both of them and shit. And you know, they was throwing shows. And, you know, one time I was in there and they was like, yo, Stuzy, man, you know, we throwing this Valentine's Day show. We finna have hella singers and shit, you know, what's up? You trying to be part of it? And everything in my body told me, yeah, even though on the outside I looked like I was lightweight, like, yeah. So I just went ahead and said, yeah, you know, and so, yeah, of course I said, yeah, I was down with it. Fucking, I showed up. I also had like 30, 40 chicks that showed up too for me.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was cool because he was like, and I didn't expect it, man. You know, I just spread the, you know, a little word or whatever. And he was like, they was doing interviews, walking around that bitch like, yeah, who you here for? And you know, and the girl would be like, oh, I'm here for Jay Stu. And he's like, oh, that's what's up, that's what's up. All right, then he go to a different chick, and then she say the same thing. He looked back at me all crazy, and I'm just like, look, you feel me? They support me, they support.
I'm him.
You feel me? So
I'm that guy.
You know, 30, 40 bras later, it was cool. And then I'm in there nervous as hell. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because we got to do 2 songs. I had my cousin there, he was cool, so I was calm about that. But there was another artist that I had to have, she a female artist. And she wasn't there on time and shit, so it was like, it had me like all in my head, you feel me? I'm like, it's my first time doing R&B for everybody, so
sweating and shit.
Yeah, and it's not an R&B crowd, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you'd be surprised. Most of the crowd wants the hip hop, and I've done hella hip hop shows, so I know. Like, now it's whatever, you feel me? But back then, this was like, nigga, it's your first time putting it out there for the world.
Right.
If they boo you, you might not ever make R&B again, you know? So that's where I was. It was a make or break moment type shit. So she showed up, I did my thing, and I didn't know Stalin was in the building. That's the thing.
Right.
Like, I didn't know that he was there at all. Apparently he was in the back in like a little VIP area. I was in the front, right in the front. So, you know, for what was told to me is, you know, he was going crazy. He stood up and was like, "Hey, who's that?" And, you know, I've never met him, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, I did my shit. I got my round of applause, walked off, sat down, and, you know, he went up to do his shit, and I actually was getting ready to leave. My cousin was getting ready to leave, and one of his folks stopped me and was like, "Hey, Stella want to holler at you." So I ended up being like, all right, step back, sat in the VIP section, and just watched him do his thing. He rocked the crowd, so that was pretty cool to watch too. That was actually my first time live seeing him do his thing. So yeah, man, that was pretty dope. And then after that, I walked up to him to thank him, and then everything was magic from there.
Let me ask you, is it being your first time actually singing in front of a crowd or whatever? What was their reaction?
They supported me like a motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it just felt good. I just wish, believe it or not, I wish back then I was the J Stu I am right now. So boy, I would have milked that crowd. Boy, it would have been a whole different show. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, everything made me. So
Right. So did you ever take any music, like after you started taking the R&B serious? Did you ever start taking any lessons, you know, to sharpen up your voice or to get to where you got to now?
Nah, what's crazy is, you know how you watch like the crazy ass action movies and they always have like the one or somebody who was just saucy from the jump, like a nigga that self-taught, taught himself everything. That's me. Like, I just loved R&B so motherfucking much. When I sung, bro, like, I got my favorite singers, you know what I'm saying? So like, I would sing their music and then some, like everybody's shit, and I was just trying to match every note they hit. Like, I didn't actually have my voice until I started taking my R&B serious when I was around 23. Before that, I could just sound like niggas when I was singing. But now, I sound like me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can hear my shit. People already know, like, if you're a real Stuzy fan and you listen to my albums, you can be like, oh, bro, I can hear Jay Steele on this track. I can hear him on that track. And you know, like, there's certain things I do. Like, I've put so much energy and time, like I told you, them 4 to 8 hours, into creating me from certain words I say, from how I sing things, how I write my shit. Like, I have my own style all the way around.
And it's natural too, huh? You don't really use what's it called, the auto-tune or anything like that?
I feel like everybody does because it's industry.
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with it.
No, and I ain't gonna say that I don't, because I do. But I don't need it, because if you go to my shows, I hit my same notes and then some. Everybody already knows. Like, you know, there's people that can hit it in the studio. And there's some people that just sound way saucier live, and that's
shit. You want to give them like a bar or two?
You want me to get him a bar right now? Cottonmouth and everything?
Ah, shit, bro. Hey, can we get some water? Nah, it's good. You don't got it, bro.
Oh, no, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, you give him a bar or two.
Oh, I got you.
Give him a little sample.
So we can go with let's hit him with when I call this into your phone, I'm trying to be on what you want, what you want. A little bit of Cottonmouth.
Yeah, nah, you good.
It's up there when I get you home. Take all the thing off, we both grown. We both grown. Like something like that, you feel me? If I would've warmed up before the interview now.
Hey, shit, it's good. It's raw, uncut right here.
Yeah, man, like I said.
Real artists right here.
I'm gonna do it if I have to do it, regardless, because I love this that much. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I hear you try to wake me up a little bit. All right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, to top that off too, man, you got a piano in this house. How'd you learn how to use the instruments, stuff like that? You taught yourself, or what?
This is like this right here is like a self, like I'm in the process of doing that shit. Like, but really, like I just, You know what I'm saying? Like just to match. But I don't use it like that. But I'm saying if I need to get my warm up on,
right?
You feel me? I can just from wherever.
Yeah.
But I just at this point right now, I'm just kind of like teaching myself how to. I want to learn the songs. You know what I'm saying? Just little shit. You know what I mean? Like,
no, man, that's dope.
I'll get there when I get there.
Yeah, so this whole Livewire thing, man, you told me, man, it's like a family and whatnot. What's it like being a part of, you know, a label like Livewire?
Well, first of all, shout out to my, you know, my brother Stalin. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
And the whole camp. Man, it's a blessing, bro. Ultimately, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take the good and the bad that come with it, because it really ain't all that bad, and they really just lessons. You feel me?
Right.
And I feel like the whole me and Stalin, you know, him picking me as his artist and putting me on and doing what he's done for me.
Yeah.
Like I felt like it was a blessing and it had to happen. Like it was part of my career and who I was gonna be. You know, he with his energy, every time we in the studio, it just like I would always get like an adrenaline rush. You know, like I know that sounds crazy, but every time he would literally walk in the studio, when I'm in the studio, I would get a rush. Yeah. And so, and it's like a type of go time rush. You know what I'm saying? It's like that when
the energy
you about to, it's that time. You know what I'm saying? So it just, and then with him, you learn to take that shit even more serious. You feel me? Like time is money, and like it don't matter how much money you got, it's just ain't no time to be wasting money. You feel what I'm saying? So when we work. That's why I say when Stalin can go drop 10 albums in a year, a lot of us can do that, and that's because we done worked around him, and that shit done rubbed off on us too, you know? Versus where I'd rather just drop one album per year, you know, put that much energy into an album. Like, nah, now I can drop 4 or 5 saucy albums in a year, and I mean like really good when I feel like every song is it, you know what I'm saying? Because of, you know, looking at the leader and what he's done and being around him, you feel me? Yeah. And not just him. You know, Shady and Lil Blood and everybody else, shout out to them, you know. Shout out my brother Joseph Gay, you know, so shit like that.
Hell yeah. One thing I say is that you know how to pick your beats, and you know how to, you know, I guess you could say collab with other artists, you know what I'm saying? You know who to pit on your tracks, what I mean. You know what I mean? How'd that come about? Or you just go with the feeling, or? I
mean, you know, right now, like I said, what it comes down to is do it for you. Like I said, I do it for me. Right. With some tracks later, like now, I could do that with some tracks here and there where I cater it more towards, I want to know y'all opinion. The majority of it, I got to do it for me first, you feel me? So so when I stand behind it, I can be like, oh no, that's him. So like when I go out and I get whatever artist it is that I put on the, you know, on the track, it's usually, that's because I hear them on the track. Like I want to make sure that if I'm gonna bring somebody else from a whole different world to my world, I want to make sure our shit just meshes right. You dig what I'm saying? I want to make sure that it's saucy enough to where he can shine or she can shine at what they do. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm doing what I do. That's all.
Exactly. Hell yeah, man. Where do you plan on taking your music, man? You satisfied where you're at? Or do you want to like venture off, maybe you know, mainstream type, or
definitely want to go mainstream.
Your own label, or what are you thinking?
I'm gonna say hell no, I'm not happy where I'm at. I mean, I'm thankful for sure. Like don't get me wrong, there's a lot of motherfuckers that wish they could be in my spot. Right. But hell no, I'm happy, but nah, I definitely want more. I would love to be mainstream. That'd be dope. Cause I mean, I feel like if I was mainstream, I could be Amigos. You feel me? Somebody that could change R&B forever. Yeah, but wave type. I mean, not even a raw wave. That's what I'm saying. Like he got his style. I don't even feel like we got similar styles.
He took over a lot of.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like if I had the platform, then oh shit, Jay Stu is that guy. Like, then I feel like I'm representing the West Coast when it comes to R&B. You feel me? Like that's great. Shout out Rod Wave and what he's doing for sure. And there's a lot of R&B singers I want to work with. Shout out T-Rail. Blast. You know? Blast should be saucy too. Yeah. You know, I'm just saying, like, at this point, you feel me? Like, I'm just going to continue to do what I got to do. Right. But I definitely, where I want to be is in 10 years from now, I want them to say that Jay Stu was top 3 male R&B singer of the decade. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to be a legend in this.
How do you know, reach that statute of limitation?
Well, you know, Style will always tell me, you know, that hard work beats the whole, you know, being talented part of it.
Yeah.
And, but what happens when talent puts the hard work in? You dig what I'm saying? So at this point, I figured the first year or two, I could just solidify my shit by putting out some of the sauciest albums, R&B wise, the motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to beat. And then for the rest of the years, it come down to just staying consistent and pushing even harder as far as getting up out of California and performing, and you know, obviously working with other artists too.
Yeah.
You know, so like I said, anybody want to work, let's work.
Hell yeah. Who would you say top 3 artists that you want to work with? It could even be 5 if you want, but you know, top 3 artists you want to work with. You know, any what do you call it? Any level, whether it's mainstream, whether it's down south, whether it's, you know.
Okay. Let's do just 2 top 5 then. Jane Hancock out of Oakland, California. I love her voice, bro. She's so saucy and she really embodies R&B for real.
Hell yeah.
Let's see who else. Haiti Baby.
Okay.
He be saucy for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Northside, yeah. You feel me, cuz? Yeah. Let's see. Who would be somebody else? Oh, Kamaya, the queen of this shit. Stop it. You feel me? She really, to me, she my favorite female hip hop artist, period. And I feel like ain't nobody fucking with her, bro. Like, she's so underrated and she really is hella saucy.
Hell yeah.
Let's see who else. T-Rail, obviously. I think me and him will fuck some shit up. And live too, because I've seen his shows, man. He another fat boy that get busy, you feel me? And just to be able to go out there, like he does, I can say that,
right?
and I can say that when he does better than me already, and I don't say shit like this about R&B singers, is that his confidence is more than mine, which is gonna kill me in this shit, because this nigga can go out there and take his shirt off. I ain't even done that yet.
Yeah.
And he's a fat boy. I'm a fat boy too. I should be able to do that too. You dig what I'm saying? But I see you. Don't have me, you know, we gonna be out there in the contest or something with the shirts off or something crazy. But yeah, he's definitely on the list. And then let me see.
It's the 5th one right here.
The 5th one. It's hard, man, because I'm trying to, you know, there's so many dope ass artists. But I'm just trying to think who. Let's see. Probably man, probably Blast, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, why not? Let's do something.
Hell
man.
yeah, that's smooth.
Hell yeah. Get some real R&B going, bro. I'm with that.
Hell yeah, man. Well, look, before we close this out, go ahead, let the people know what you got coming and where they can find you on all social media platforms, music platforms.
Got you, yeah. What's up, world? Once again, J Stu, Livewire. You feel me? Y'all can find me at JStu_Livewire on basically all the platforms. And except for TikTok. TikTok is like official JStu_Livewire. Yeah, you know, you feel me? Yeah. And if you want to look me up on YouTube, it's JStu of Livewire. So Facebook is JStu of Livewire, but if it's a handle, it's JStu_Livewire. So yeah, now that we got that part off the way, I just dropped the album with my brother Joseph K. Shout out to him and K Studios. We just dropped the album about 2 weeks ago called Stuzy and JoJo. Hella dope features on there from Yuck Mouth, Lil Blood, Chippers. Shout out my brother, EBK Backdog, you feel me? He on there as well. And so many more, you feel me? So also, I got an EP dropping on my birthday, June 16th. It's called Stuzyville. It's gonna be a 5-track EP with some saucy ass features on there. I got my brother Alibo, we got Stalin on there, and it's about to go up, it's trust. Also, last but not least, I'm currently working on my solo project, you know, another saucy solo project, you know, I'm putting a lot into. I'll give you all a little taste of it behind the scenes. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Hell yeah, man. Well, look, man, it's another episode of Urban Moguls and Beat. Right here, we dropped the most game. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing it live and direct. Let's go.